A central idea in biology is that structure determines function, and function also influences structure. The shapes and arrangements of a structure determine what it does, and the task affects the structure needed. It is a key idea in engineering. Look at an everyday object like a tool. A hammer is a handheld tool with a head and a handle. The long handle allows it to be easily grasped. There are two opposite ends to the metal head, one flat and one claw. Each end has a unique shape to fit a specific function, but not both. This is their structure. But what is their function? The flat face pounds nails, while the claw removes nails. Hammer structure is built with a specific purpose in mind, and this determines its function. In this case, two functions. This is the structure-function connection. Now let's think about living systems, which are organized as a hierarchy. Consider a school with classrooms. Within each classroom are desks, and each desk is made of legs and a tabletop. Every larger thing is made up of smaller things, and each level has specialized structure and function. This hierarchy is also found in biology. From an ecosystem to a molecule, life contains basic units of structure and function, which is essential to understand how a system works. Let's start big on the scale of living things and look at an ecosystem. Let's look at the structure of the tropical rainforest ecosystem found near the equator. There are trees, flowering plants, birds, butterflies, and other species in this diverse ecosystem. Look closer and observe specific populations of species interacting with each other, like this butterfly population pollinating specific flowering plants, a mutually helpful relationship. Each species is dependent on others for its survival and/or reproduction. The more complex the ecosystem structure, the more species interactions, and the better the ecosystem functions. Species interactions are part of the rainforest structure, and they help the ecosystem function in important processes such as pollination and survival. Structure determines function in an ecosystem, like the rainforest. Let's zoom in and look at the structure-function relationship within an individual. Her body is composed of 11 major organ systems, including cardiovascular, musculoskeletal, and respiratory systems. Each body system has a structure of organs that work together to carry out functions. As she climbs elevated terrain, her cardiovascular system works to increase her heart rate. The cardiovascular system is made of the heart, blood, and lymphatic vessels that interact to transport essential substances like oxygen to and from all organs and tissues of her body. Structure determines function in a body system. Looking a little closer within her heart, we see millions of individual cells working together to pump blood throughout her body. Looking even closer, we see each heart cell is a tiny factory made of organelles like mitochondria that have specific jobs to support the cell's function. Each mitochondrion consists of a highly folded inner membrane with increased surface area to facilitate chemical reactions that convert food to ATP to power up each cell. Structure determines function in a cell. The structure and function connection is found at all levels of biological organization, including the molecular one. Within the blood flowing through her blood vessels are erythrocytes, or red blood cells. Inside each red blood cell is an important protein called hemoglobin. Each protein has a unique shape that allows it to function. A hemoglobin protein is globular shaped and made of 4 protein chains, with each one folded onto itself. In the center of each polypeptide is a positively charged iron-containing compound. For each iron-containing compound, a negatively charged oxygen binds to the positively charged iron, and this allows for the transport of oxygen in the blood throughout the body. Structure determines function in molecules like hemoglobin. Structure determines function, and function also influences structures. If the structure of an ecosystem, body system, or molecule changes, the function changes. This principle makes sure that biological systems function properly, since each cell and molecule is as precisely structured as a hammer.